In this video, we'll learn how to use advanced tag in HTML5, like a section, header, navigation, article, aside, or folder to design a web page structure look like this. So we will start with Notepad++. So I will do step by step, show you how to do this. First, we still should have a container. So we use division, ID equal to container. And we need to close it. And inside the container, first we have a header. Inside header, we have navigation. And we need to close it. And after the header, we have sections. Because we have two sections, so we need to use ID to distinguish them. And I copy it. We have then change here this degree section 2. And finally, we have folder. Because we may have multiple folders, so we also put an ID, because say we here have a folder, here we have a folder, so we need to control differently. So we use ID for first folder. Again, because here we don't have a border, so because those section or header is invisible, so we need to put a border. The same idea. So for container, actually, I just use it to control the width. So the width. And I want to put it in the center, use the margin. And then we need to put a border, means everything here, header and navigation, section, aside, and folder or article. So everything we want to put a border because we want to display the structure. So and then the color. Then first, let's say what we have. We get something like this. So it will be better if we put some margin, like 10 pixel. Also, we also prefer some color, background color. We use light gray. Okay, we get something like this. Then we should align section 1 and section 2. Section 1 and section 2. So we need to put some, like, control the width and the height of the section 1 and section 2. So in our coding, we continue to do it because we use ID, so have hash sign. Section 1. So we want the width 200 pixel, height 500 pixel, and we want to flow it. For section 2, the same thing. So I just copy it, but we need to change the length, also the width. Section 2 will have a little wider, so will be 50, 550. Okay. Then let's say what we have. So we have something like this. So look at the folder. So we also need to follow the folder. The folder will be folder 1. So we need to control the width. Left. Okay. Let's check what we have. Actually, in our coding, so we have folder 1, but here we just use the folder. So we need +1 here. Double click it. So those two match. So let's reload the code. Okay. So we already have something. Now we should put the navigation and the sidebar in section 1 and also something in section 2. First, let's work with section 1. Section 1, first we have navigation. And we also have a slider. We close it. And check what we have. Okay. Then for section 2, we have a header, have 2 articles and the folder. So for section 2, first we have a header. And then we have articles. Because we have 2 articles, so we should put some ID, because the article will control differently. So first article ID equal to 1. Close it. And also we have another article. Just copy it, post it. Here will be article 2. So here is article 1. Article 2. And finally, we have a folder inside section 2. So we have a folder. Okay, then let's say what we have. Okay, we have a header. Let's look at here. Header to article and folder. And inside article 1, we have a header, division, aside, and a paragraph. So inside article 1, we have header. Then we have a division. So this division, we need to give an ID. We need to close it. Then we have a sidebar. We have an ID aside one 1, and close it. And we also have a folder. Actually, this will be a paragraph. You close it. Also, because we have a multiple paragraph, so maybe we should put the ID. So paragraph 1. Okay. So the same thing, we can control the content to article 2, because look at here, we have header, division, and paragraph, the same thing. So we just copy inside paragraph, actually article 2, just post here. We have a header, and this division will be division 2. And for division, for article 2, we don't have the aside bar, so delete it. And for paragraph, actually it's paragraph 2. Okay, then let's run it. So look at here, because we don't put the border with division and paragraph, so we need to add the border. So in CSS, here we should put the division, also the paragraph. But remember, because container also a division, so we should put the border here. We don't want to container have a border. Then let's see what we have. Okay. So you can say we have for section 2, we have a header, we have a folder. Inside section 2, we have 2 articles. So here, what we need to do, we need to align division 1 with a sidebar 1. Just like what we need to do here. For other thing is okay. So we almost get everything. It's close. If you want to put everything in the center, you also can just like what we did here for the header. Why we're doing this? Because say for those tags, we can share the same code. Means we don't need to type the code multiple times. So use the comma. We can separate the tags. Means those share the same coder. So we can put like say text align a sender. Check it. Okay, everything in the sender. Okay. Next, we need to align those two, division 1, sidebar 1. So remember how we do that? So for the division 1, this one, aside 1, we need to flow it. So because it's hash sign, so we just go to CSS, hash sign, division 1. So first we need to compute the width. $280. We need to flow it. And for the aside 1, the same thing. We need to compute the width. So will be 100 pixel. We also need to flow it. Then let's test what we have. So can you say we already flow it? So you can see the paragraph. So we also need to flow the paragraph, and also need to control the width of the paragraph. So for paragraph 1, do the same thing. We need to control width and flow it. Okay. Okay, then upload the code. So you can see something happen here. So when we float everything, looks like the article 2 have some issue. You can find it. The article 2 actually include the content for article 1. Means we need to do something with article 2. So here we use the either way. Either way means say we don't do too much flow. We just set up the length for article 1. Means once we have some length, we can include those content. So we just set up for the article 1. We control the height. So you can say it's very like what we need here. So that is somehow we can work to develop such kind of structure. The final step we need to do, because we need you can say we have different color with this sidebar, the sidebar, and also the paragraph and the division. So we need to put a different color. So the last step, we use a sidebar and the division 1, division 2, and also the header. We use background color. So here again, it means we share the aside and the ID 1, 2, and header. We share the same code, just to avoid them write multiple times. So let's save it. Reload the code. So pretty much looks like what we want here. So this example how to design such kind of complex layout. I will post this code on D2L. That's the end of this video.